I know it's difficult having a Zoom class like this, but I like to think that we can still have a great quality of education, and I'm sure all of you don't mind the changes as much because you get to sit right there at home and you get to sit right at your computer like you do when you play Fortnite. That's one that I know. Know that your kids love that one. I'm definitely with it. I know what your kids, the kinds of things that your kids like. I know the kinds of things that you like the Fortnite, like Roblox. I think that's it. That's it, right? Minecraft. Yeah, that's about it, right? Anyway, I'm glad. Oh, there we go. We've got a Fortnite fan in the chat. Hello, welcome. Now, we have a lot of interesting subjects that we can teach you. I hope you're all very excited to learn. Hope you're all very excited to learn all the fun subjects. I know that you've had a nice, easy time in school, but we're going to be learning things like math today. We're going to be learning cursive, writing cursive. We're going to be learning science. We're going to be learning geography. Wow. All these fun, amazing things. We're going to learn about all the presidents and about how many of them own slaves. Do you know how many presidents own slaves? How many presidents do you think own slaves? How many do you think own slaves? How many do you think own slaves? The answer, it's all of them. Actually, surprise, you didn't know that, did you? All of them. Every single one. The things you know when you're in second grade, you learn these things. Wow, isn't that fun? Now let me just take a nice little sip from my... Oh, what this? Oh, this is just my BT21 cup. I love all the BTS characters. I'm what you might call an army. I love all my boys equally, of course, but I've got to give it up. I'm a little bit of a sugar stan. I think you could call me that. I'm a little bit of a sugar stan, maybe. Where, those wonderful raps he does, the ciphers. Oh my God, it's fire. It's just fire, isn't it? So, I guess you could say that I'm a little bit with it, I'm not getting old or boring, and, there's no one would have to leave me for any reason, it's fine, it's okay. Anyway, how are all of you doing? Are you having a good time? Anyway, let's get into our first subjects. What do all of you like to learn about? What do you like to learn about? What do you like to learn about? When you learn at school, what do you like to learn about? When you go to school, what do you like to learn about? Ooh, you had an apple juice. Delicious apple juice. Did you know how much sugar is in that? It's a lot. You might as well just have like a cookie. You might as well have a cookie if you're going to have that much sugar. That's what I always say. That's what I like to do. Sticking it to the man. Oh, we love to do that. Listen. We all know Principal Melbourne is not a cool guy, Sometimes we gotta listen to him, though, is the thing, Just have to listen to him. When Principal Melbourne makes a statement and he comes in here and he's all I don't like to listen to him as much as the next guy, but he pays my bills, so I guess it's like sometimes you don't always have to rage against the machine. What if we raged on behalf of the machine sometimes, right? We'll rage with the machine together, right? Everybody can be happy together. That's what I like to say. And so, okay. So we want to learn about science, do we? We want to learn a little bit about science, just a little bit about science, just a little bit of science, just a little bit of science, just a little bit of science, a little bit of itself. Isn't that fun? We're going to take a space trip to space. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Space. It's right there. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm a little new at all this tech stuff. The going to space and all that. Here we are. Woo, we're in space. I just love all the little fun effects you can do here in Zoom. It's great. It's great. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. You can see all the little stars. All the little stars that you can see out here in the sky. It's amazing. It's wonderful. I bet you can't see this sitting at home playing your Fortnites, right? You can't see the stars like this. Huh? How about that? Pretty amazing. Sometimes you just want to go outside and, well, I don't know what you would do outside. I guess you can't really go anywhere or see any people, but going outside is good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's a good. It's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do. I'm not sure why though. I just know it's good. Now, who can tell us? Who can tell us what's going to happen? What's going to happen if I were in space without my helmet and my spacesuit? What would happen to me? How would I die first? How would I die first? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think would be the cause of death for me? Would I die? Would I die? Would I die of freezing? Would I die of oxygen? Would I die of pressure? What do you think would kill me first? Oh, forcing, it says maybe burning from radiation. That's a good choice. Freezing, maybe. Asphyxiation. I think that's the one. Now, I may not have, all of the technical learnings of a, regular teacher. I may not have like a bachelor's degree, but I believe in my heart that I would die of asphyxiation because all the gases would come out of my mouth and then they would be sucked down and then I'd have nothing in there, and I'd probably die. I'd probably die from that. It's true, I wasn't good enough for NASA, and something that Christine always liked to remind me of before. Nothing, and nothing. It's not important. Anyway, I'm just a teacher here for you today. I'm just here teaching you. What's going on. I'm just here teaching you. And I love all of you, all of my students, all of my little beautiful students. I want to thank all of you for being here, for actually showing up to class, It's wonderful. It's great. It's wonderful. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're showing up to class. Even you. But I would like you to turn your camera on over there, sweetie. I would like you to turn your camera on because if you don't, I don't know if you're actually there or if you left and you're just going and playing your Fortnite Roblox again. I don't want you to be going and playing your Fortnite Roblox. Not on class. You could do that after class. Okay, sweetie? Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Now, I think what we can do. Who has a question about space? Does anyone here have a question about space that they'd like to ask Mr. H? Who would like to ask Mr. H a question about space? Would you like to ask Would you like to ask a question? Would you like to ask a question about space? I can answer any questions about space. What does space smell like? Oh, that's a great question, Voxel Honey. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It's such a good question. Now, like I said, you can't really smell space because of the vacuum in space. It's going to suck all of the air out of your nose and probably the innards too. You'll probably have like kind of a total inversion of the stuff that's up there. It's like your whole brain and everything will come out through your nose and you won't really be able to get a full sniff. I don't think Brian indeed. You have quite a big Brian. Anyway, let's see. I think the reason we can see the dark side is because we looked at it through we used a flashlight. We used a flashlight to look at it, I think that's why. I'm pretty sure I'll have to Google that one. But I think it's a flashlight. I think it's a very big flashlight is why we can see the dark side. Does anyone have a movie they want to watch or something? And never mind. We could do. Oh, yes, a chicken nugget, 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 a chicken nugget. Uh-oh. ZZ Venti's trying to be a pog champ. No, ZZ Venti. No pogs in class, okay? Put away the pogs until later, okay? No pogs right now. You can have your pogs after, okay? And that goes for Beyblades too, okay? That goes for Beyblades too. I know some of you like to let it rip in class. It's just a little joke, because of the. Never mind. I can't say that in here. But no Beyblades, no pogs, okay? No Beyblades, no pogs, no Beyblades, no pogs, no Beyblades, no pogs. I'm sorry. It's the principal. The principal gets mad at me when I let you have your the Pokemon cards. If I catch you with your Pokemon cards, I will confiscate them. Okay? I will confiscate them. Your parents will have to mail them to me. And it's not my fault if they happen to end up on eBay. Okay? It's not my fault. Okay? They're technically my property at that point. Okay? Yes, you can play Magic the Gathering. That's fine. That's allowed. It's allowed to play Magic the Gathering, okay? Fidget spinners. Well, okay. I think fidget spinners are you can do fidget spinners, okay, but only on Tuesday. Okay? Fidget Spinner Tuesday is the only day that you can do fidget spinners, okay? Fidget Spinner Tuesday, Fidget Spinner Tuesday, Fidget Spinner Tuesday, Fidget Spinner Spinach Fidget, Spinach Fidget, Spinach Fidget, Spinach Fidget, Spinach Fidget, Fidget Spinner. That's a little bit of a tongue twister. 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 Now, what do you say? What do you say we learn a little bit of Fidget Spinner Friday? Well, we're not allowed to do that on Friday. Oh, your dad said that Jonathan's dad is trying to compensate for his ridiculous sports car. Well, let me just say that your dad is a very smart man, and you should always listen to your father, okay? And that Jonathan's dad, maybe he's somebody who shows up to PTA and just acts like he owns the place, okay? He's one of these guys who goes in there and he's like, Mr. Big Man, I make a salary that's larger than 3 digits. Whoa, look at me. Oh, come on. Can't believe these guys. Anyway, enough, That's just how it is sometimes. It's just how it is sometimes. Now we have to leave space. I'm getting depressed. I'm getting too depressed now. We're going back to the classroom. Going back to the anime classroom. I know all of you love anime out there. All of you anime heads. I know you all love your animes and your Narutos and all that. The Hero Academia. That's about school. Oh, Scarlet, are you late for class again? We're gonna have to give you detention if this keeps up. Don't be a troublesome child, okay? Okay. Thank you, Scarlet. I forgive you now. I can certainly be bribed. I can definitely be bribed because I gotta be honest. I have to buy all my school supplies with my own money, and my salary does not cover it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Scarlet has never been late for class. Scarlet has never been late for class, and all of you had better agree with me, or so help me God. Okay. on like those websites with the stock footage. They make teachers buy that shit. Can you believe that? I'm sorry, I said a bad word. You're gonna have to forgive Mr. H. You're gonna have to forgive Mr. H for that one, okay? Don't tell principal about that. Don't tell principal about that. No. Okay, let's start. No laughing. I'll have to mute you. I will mute all of you, okay? I will mute all of you. Okay. I will. I'm not afraid to do it. I'm not afraid to do it, okay? I'm not afraid to do it. Okay. Yeah, you can sip. How is Jacob throwing pencils at you? You're in a Zoom call. Okay, listen, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you're doing. You can sit wherever you like. Scarlet, but listen. Don't go having boys. Okay, I'm not your dad. I'm cool teacher, so you know it's okay. You can have whoever over your house that you want as long as you wear masks, okay? As long as you're wearing masks, it's okay. Who wants to learn numbers? Who wants to learn numbers? What's the biggest number you can think of? Can you think of the biggest number? What's the biggest number you can think of? If you think about all the numbers you know in your head, what's the biggest one? Which one is it? What do you think? Is it one? Is it one? Is it the number one? Is it the number two? Is it the number three? Okay, so we have two people who say that pi is the longest number they can think of. Well, that is a great answer. Everybody. That is a wonderful answer. But do you know what number is even bigger than pi? 4. 4 is bigger. Actually, 4 is bigger. That's a little math trick. Is that 4 is bigger. 4 is bigger. Oh, infinity. Okay. We're thinking about infinity. Yeah, I used to think about, infinity and forever, but you have to realize that we're all going to die someday and we'll never get to see it. Okay, so don't ever make promises. Kids, don't ever plan for that. Don't ever plan for infinity in the future. It's never going to happen. Okay. And what's the smallest number you can think of? What's the smallest number? If you could think of the smallest number, what's the smallest number you can think of? Okay. The smallest number. Is it 0? 0 is the smallest number. Can you think of the smaller number than 0? Can you think of a smaller number than 0? Scarlet says 3 is the smallest number. Alpha says 1 is the smallest number. Scarlet says 2 is the smallest number. That's right. ZZ Venti's been doing their homework. There's a thing called negative numbers. So you can go below 0. You can go to below 0. You can go when it's cold outside, when it's snowing, you can go below 0 even. And you have just all the numbers. You have all the numbers there. That's right. You could have -2. You could even have -3. You could have, yes, -69. That's right. Yes, you could even have that one. That's true. But you could have negative infinity, right? Negative infinity -1. Definitely. You could have all those numbers. All those numbers exist. That's great. You are learning this topic so quickly, all of you. You're learning this topic so quickly. It's almost like some of you have the brains of adults. That's how gifted a lot of you are. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of my gifted students. I'm so proud of you, my gifted students, my wonderful gifted students, my amazing Streamlabs is beautiful. It's action-packed. That's great. That's wonderful. It's so good. It's so good. I love that. Thank you. Thank you for putting that over my face. Gonna move that over. You know, I think that I clicked the wrong thing. It's supposed to give me a browser. I'm supposed to get a browser. No, Brad did not make Streamlabs. Okay. I would never use this program if Brad had anything to do with it. Okay. I'm very thorough. I've researched everything he's done in his life, which has been a lot. It's been a lot. But not Streamlabs. He's not done that. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to try to get. Is it not a browser source? What am I thinking of? We can learn about spicy meatballs. I'll learn about the spicy meatballs. You've been very good, so I'll do the. I feel like something come over me. Now we're going to learn about Cursive. But I'm here to make it a little bit fun for you. I'm here to make it a fun experience that you can learn about Cursive. You can learn Cursive together. And do you know why? Do you know why it'll be fun? It's because I'm going to trace the letters in the air. I'm going to trace the letters in the air for you. That's pretty fun, isn't it? Isn't that a fun idea? To trace the letters in the air so you can learn about it. I have to get out of the way though. Okay, here we go. We're going to just start with A. How to make a cursive A. You're going to go up like this. Go up like this. Go up like that. And you're going to come back down. Come back down like this. You're going to go up. Go up. And then you're going to go around like that. A little curly tail. Okay. Learn about B. Okay. Do you want me to trace your name in cursive? I could trace your name in cursive. I'm going to trace Scarlett's name in cursive. Okay. So we're going to go and make an S. We're going to make a S. And then we're going to go C. I'm going to make a C. Then we're going to make an A. And then we're going to make an R. And then we're going to make. Oh, I did that wrong. Maybe Mr. H doesn't know cursive that much on his own. L. I'm gonna make an L. Then we're gonna make an E. And then a T. We're gonna cross that up on the top. We're gonna go R. O. G. U. E. I think some of that was off. I think the G and the E was off the screen. Sorry, I apologize for that. G. E. You see, cursive is very good, very useful. You know, it's great. It's wonderful. I'm ignoring a little bit of the bullying that's going on. Please don't bully Mr. H. Please don't bully Mr. H in class. Okay. Maybe he's the cool teacher. You don't have to bully the cool teacher. Okay. I think he's been through enough a little bit. But anyway, there's lots of situations where you can use cursive. Say you're trying to sign your name. It's called need to put that signature on a document. On a document, you need to put your signature on the document. So you need to put the signature on a document. That's the case when you might use cursive. You know, I've used cursive for that. Say you need to, I think that's it. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. Can you think of any other reasons you might need to know cursive? Can you think, oh, maybe you're trying to make an Instagram post. If you're trying to make a nice Instagram post or something to put up on Pinterest or something like that, then you might want to do cursive. You might want to do cursive for that. You might want to write something nice in cursive. You might want to write, like the word, like, love. You might want to write love in cursive. You might want to write, coexist. You might want to write coexist in cursive, maybe something like that. You might want to do something like that, and this will prepare you for that. It's a very important part of your life, so please pay attention. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. Hey, pay attention. I see you. I see you. I see you over there. Yes, I see you not paying attention over the pay attention. Okay, pay attention. Pay attention. Okay, pay attention. We're trying to teach you cursive. It's very important. Okay, it's very important. Okay. That's true. We can spell that. We can spell ADD in the air. What do y'all want me to write in cursive? Other than that, other than Brad, I can't write. I don't want to write Brad in cursive. I don't. Is there any other ones? Anything else that we can write in cursive other than the Brad? Please, something else. Different. I know that that's a perfectly normal name, but don't. Christine, what? How do you know all this? Okay. Banana bus. That's a perfect idea. That's a great idea. Banana bus. We're gonna write banana bus. Okay. We're gonna write banana bus. Gonna go B A N N A. Then capital B U S. There we go. And Z Venti. Well, this is very fun because we get to write the letter Z in cursive. My favorite historically. Everyone knows this. So we're gonna start capital Z. 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 Venti, V, E, N, T, I. There, see, I did it perfectly. Did it for B. Okay, there's a little bit more bullying of Mr. H going on. There's a little bit more bullying Mr. H, and Mr. H doesn't necessarily appreciate them. And he's gonna give you more homework if you're not careful. He's gonna give you more homework if you're not careful. Okay. I promise I will. Who wants to learn a little bit about geography? Who wants to learn a bit about geography? That could be fun. Let's get away from this tab. Let's get this tab off. Sorry, no. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how science lesson, okay? Don't tell your mother it was just for the science lesson. It was for learning, okay? Okay, please, please. I can't lose this job. I have nothing left. Please, please, please. I make $5 an hour. I make $5 an hour here. I could make more money at McDonald's. Iron Up Next has cheered. Oh, thank you so much. Has asked me if my name is Gladys. No, my name is Mr. H. Mr. H. Mr. H. No, I believe I'll go to jail if I show the picture again. I believe I'll go to jail. I can't. Okay. If you, everyone look away from the screen, okay? Look away from the screen. Have your mother look away from the screen. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, it's back. Okay, it's back. No, it's nothing there anymore. Okay, it's not there anymore. It's a fun game. It's like 7-Up, you know. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. 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 Don't think about it. Don't think about it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But well, hey, let's do a little geography. Okay. Let's do a little geography. I have a fun game we can play called Geo Guesser. A fun game called Geo Guesser that we could play. It's a fun little game where we can take. We're going to go on to a little trip. We're going to go on a little trip. Right here. We're going to go on a little trip. And we're going to see a little part of the world. We're going to see a little part of the world. Right here. And we're going to go. And we're going to try to guess what country we're in. Okay. Going to try to guess what country we're in. And you can help me. You can help me by, we're going to look at it and we're going to see what country this is. What country do you think this is when we look around? This is on Google Maps. Do you see any? There, Mr. H has his bean juice in the cup, the old coffee to help keep me awake, and nothing else. Okay, there's nothing else, and I want the PTA to know this. Okay, for the last time, there's nothing. I don't drink at the job. Okay, it was one time, and you cannot. Where are we? Where are we in the world? Where do you think we are? Where do you think this is? Where do you think it is? Look at that. There's some people. There's some lovely little people. So it's someplace on the world that has people. What country do you think this is? Look at that. It's a beautiful little was Kyrgyz Republic, Kyrgyzstan. The country was Kyrgyzstan. It was the Kyrgyz Republic. Very close. It was very close. You all did very well. Let's try again. Let's try one more time. Let's see. Where are we now? Where do you think we are now? Where in the world is Mr. H San Diego? Carmen San Diego. Who's me? I'm the Carmen San Diego. Do you recognize the landscapes? Do you recognize where we are? What do you think? Where are we today? The set of Midsummer. Okay, interesting. Hello here, Hellion. Ireland. Okay, that's a good guess. Let's see if it's in Ireland. We're learning our countries today. Let's check Ireland. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. The answer was Slovenia. I'm sorry, it was not Ireland, it was Slovenia. Now, if you'd been doing your homework, if you'd been doing your workbooks like I asked you, you would have known that was Slovenia. Okay. You would have known that was Slovenia. Let's try again. Let's see. Okay, now this is a different farmland. Look at this one. This is a beautiful farmland. A nice, beautiful abandoned house. A nice, beautiful abandoned house. Can you guess where this is? What do you think? Where do you think this is? What area what country do you think this is? What country is this? Do you know what country is this? What country is this? What country are we looking at? What country is this? What country is this one? What is this country? What do you think this country is? What do you think this country is right here? What do you think this country is? The Japanese countryside out of Sendai. Okay. The Japanese countryside. I think you might be right. I think that's exactly what it's going to be. Check out. I'm gonna guess Japan. I'm sorry. Actually, we're quite close. It's South Korea. That's South Korea. Zizi Venti. If you're just guessing Kentucky every time, you're only going to be right one time. That's only going to be right one time. This is quite a fun little game that we can play so we can learn the countries. We can learn the countries together. Now, which little indescript piece of farmland do you think this is? Where do you think this is? Where could this indistinct piece of farmland be? Maybe you can test by the foliage. Do we think it's Kentucky? This might be Kentucky. We've had a lot of guesses for Kentucky before. Maybe now, eventually it's got to be Kentucky, right? It's got to be Kentucky at some point. You only have to guess the country. You don't have to guess the state. It's okay. But it seems like a lot of people think we're talking about the United States of America. What do you think, sir? What do you think? Let's try the United States of America then. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. It was North Macedonia. You should have said North Macedonia. And I don't know why you didn't. Clearly you haven't been doing the workbooks. Today. Have you been doing the workbooks today? I was about to say that it was North Macedonia, and I knew that because I am your teacher and I know everything. But unfortunately you didn't know. You didn't do the workbooks. Scarlett, did you lose your workbooks again? Scarlett, how many times have I told you They said I was going to get raked over the coals, and now I can only afford a trial version of Geo Guesser Pro. Okay, anyway. Where's this? Tennessee, we're thinking a lot of guesses for the United States. A lot of people are guessing for the United States. It's got to be right one of these times. Oh, thank you. Oh, Scarlett, thank you so much. Everyone, Scarlett has never ever forgotten her workbooks. You should all be a lot more like Scarlett and do your workbooks promptly and completely correctly like Scarlett does. She is a model student that you could all live up to, I think. You could learn a little bit by paying attention to her, okay? Oh no, another student has put me on Tinder. Oh no, oh my goodness. Did I get anything? Did I get any bites? Did I get any bites? I'm not gonna use it. I'm lots of oh wow. Oh. That's pretty nice to know. Wow. You think life ends at a certain point, that you can't go on, that that maybe the one you thought was gonna be the forever, it's gonna be, you thought it was gonna be the only one, but maybe there's somebody else out there for old Mr. H. Maybe there's somebody out there for old Mr. H. There it is. That's the one. I did it wrong. Oh, you kids know it better than I do. There we go. Another teacher. Wow. I don't know if I'll be able to live on that salary though together. I really need to get myself a sugar mama, if we're talking about. Do you think you could find one of those for me? Could you find a sugar mama for me? Somebody? Maybe I could, if let's say I had a day job I didn't necessarily like that much, maybe I could find somebody who had some, and I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about this in front of you kids. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about such things. I shouldn't. Anyway, where is this? Where is this over here? Where could this be? I think this is the United States. I think this is the United States. Definitely United States. It was Luxembourg. It's always Luxembourg. I thought it was Luxembourg. I knew it was going to be Luxembourg. That was my number one guess. My number one guess was definitely Luxembourg, but I guess it was Luxembourg. It's always Luxembourg. That's where they ran off to. It always comes back. I don't know. I can't escape it. I gave her 10 years of my life. 10 years. Can you? Where are we now? Oh, what a beautiful high rise. Beautiful high rises. Look at that. Apartments, places that I'm sure I couldn't afford. Places that somebody could afford, I'm sure. I wonder where this could be. Where do you think this is? Okay. Good luck on your homework, Hellion. Good luck on your homework, and thank you for following. I'm so glad you attended class today, Hellion. So, okay. ZZ Fenty's thinking this is Florida. I think it might be. I think you're probably better off with guessing Kentucky. I'm gonna say, do you know what language that is? Do you know what language is here? Can you guess what language this is? I'll tell you, because this is it's kind of a gimme. It's kind of a gimme, I think. Okay, I guess for Imai, for Laos. Okay. These are good guesses. I think these are good guesses. Oh, Alpha's guessing South Korea. And I think that's a pretty good guess. I think it's a pretty good guess. jet intérieur. Aleketi LG. This should give it away more than anything, I think. Yes. So this language is Korean. The language that we're seeing here is Korean. And LG is a Korean company. They're like Samsung there. And SK Telecom. That means South Korea Telecom. So I believe we're gonna look at South Korea here. We got the country. Hello Tomiko. Hello Tomiko. Hello Tomiko. Hello Tomiko. You're late for class, but I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide because you're such a good student. You always turn in your workbooks on time. You always turn in your work. Oh my. Scarlett, you also turn your workbooks in on time too. You're great. Thank you so much. Yes, you can play with matches. Of course you can, Scarlett. You pay me more than the school does. You can burn the school down. Sorry. For the record, I am joking. You cannot use this in court. You cannot use this in court. Okay, I learned that one last time. I learned that one last time. It's a good trick. That'll it's a little get out of jail free card. That's what I like to call it. I can't go back. It's it was a nightmare last time. Anyway, what favelas do you think this is? What favelas do you think this is? Which favelas do you think we have here? You could guess which favelas these are. It looks like we have a certain language, some kind of language here, a language. So these are people who use languages. These are definitely people who use languages. If that helps, does that help? Knowing that they use a language. Africa or Mexico, interesting. So your homework for today. Oh, thank you, Tomiko. You know, I knew. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I apologize, Scarlett. I apologize. Let me turn that on. I got it. There you go. Now I think. Okay, we're thinking Mexico. Let's try that. Let's try Mexico. Oh, Mexico. But thank you, Tomiko. Thank you, Tomiko, for reminding me that I forgot to give all of you your homework. Thank you so much, Tomiko. Thank you so much. Now I know that you all would have been sad if I forgot to give you homework for the weekend. So I'm really glad that Tomiko reminded me. And you can all thank Tomiko after class for reminding me. Okay, so it is Peru. It was Peru. The country was Peru. You're right, it was pretty close to Brazil. Pretty close to Brazil, actually. Let's see now. I think your homework for this day, your homework for today, is to go on Discord and to vote for the game that we're going to play on Friday. I think it's going to be Minecraft. And if it is Minecraft, your homework is to tell me what kind of game we should play in Minecraft. Should we do a server? Should we load it up with some fun mods? Should we do the survival mode, creative mode? What do you think? That's your homework. That's your homework for Friday. Hey, Voxel, turn your mic on. I can see you eating Cheetos there. I can see you eating Cheetos back there. I can see that. Voxel, do you have enough to share with the rest of class? Do you have enough to share with class? Please, I'm very hungry, and I don't have any way to eat. Oh, look at this. We have some Raji Aye Mojuba. Okay, ZZ Venti says that this is somewhere around Mexico, which I think is a bold choice. I think that's a bold choice. Definitely a bold choice to pick that, but you know, ZZ Venti sticks to his convictions, and I appreciate that about him. I appreciate that about ZZ Venti. Okay, we have a guess for India. Okay, a guess for India. Okay. So what do we think? Do we think this is Mexico, or do we think it's India? Or do we think it's Mexico, or do we think it's India? Do you think it's Mexico, or do you think it's India? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, Tamiko, did you turn your camera on? Tamiko's gone. Oh no. Oh no. I can't. I actually am powerless. I'm powerless to stop them, actually. Okay, we're thinking in. Okay, I saw 2 Africas. So let's go with that. Let's pick the country of Africa. I'm gonna pick the country of Africa. Wait, I'm now realizing that the country of Africa is actually the continent of Africa, it looks like. So we can't actually say the entire continent of Africa. How about that? Okay, we see one for Somalia. Okay. It's a nice guess. Okay, let's get that one. Let's guess Somalia. It was Nigeria. Actually, we were pretty close, and at least in that we picked the country of Africa. There's a lot of these babies up here. You know, it could have been Chad. I'm just glad it's not Brad. I was worried for a second that I would be reminded. Oh my. Are you all enjoying my geography lesson? My geography lesson with you. I'm sure you're learning a lot about the countries. Aren't you? The orange store. Oh wow, look at that. You can buy oranges here. Europtica. Scarlet, if you roast marshmallows over your burning desk, make sure to make an extra crispy one for old Mr. H, okay? Make sure to make an extra crispy one for old Mr. H, okay? I'm a cool teacher. I let my, I like to let my kids do whatever they want. Anything. Finantam harnisia credite pentru afaceri, credite pentru agricultura, casa de amanet, ohid medilinslen amanet. Well, ZZ Venti, I'm gonna help you out a little bit, and I'm gonna say that casa is Spanish. So we're going to be looking at a Spanish-speaking country. Spain is a Spanish-speaking country. That's correct. You got that exactly right. Now, if we look here, you want to notice that the cars are on the right side of the road. Do you know left and right? So if you make an L with your hands, the left hand is the one that's an L. That looks like an L, right? There's the taxi. Look at these fine people in the taxi. They're getting up very cozy together. You know, you don't usually see people getting into the passenger side of the taxi. What flag? Oh, was there a flag somewhere? I didn't see a flag, actually. I didn't notice a flag anywhere. Didn't notice any kind of flag. Interesting. On the taxi sign. see. It's hard to see if they have a flag. I don't know that they do. I don't know that they do. They have a little star. They have a little star on the taxi. If anyone is familiar with this country of taxis, then you could probably find it there. I'm going to say, I think, for the record, I think that this might be Brazil. I'm going to say it's Brazil. I think this might be Brazil. Something radio. That's what I think. That's my guess. Spain, because of the Optica sign. Okay, so we have Spain. We think Mexico, Spain or Mexico. Okay. What do you think of the next? Students, we have to agree. We have to have at least two people agree. Okay. We have two people saying Mexico, so let's guess Mexico. Mexico, here it is. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Romania, actually. It was Romania. I guess they were just using Spanish in the window in Romania. That's what they were doing. I'm sorry. You should have guessed Romania if you'd been doing your workbooks. If you'd been doing your workbooks like I suggested, you would have known that that was Romania. And this is what happens when we don't do our workbooks. We fall behind and we don't learn our countries. And then where are we? Then where are we when we do that? What do we think now? I can try to make this little window a little bit bigger as well. I can make this window a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Why are there so many countries? Well, they tried having one country. There's been a couple of times that a couple of nice people tried to murder everyone until they agreed to all have one country. And every time that happened, that person would end up dying, and then their sons would take over, and their sons would be really bad at their job. And then what would happen was that all the countries would be like, let's go make our own countries again. Let's go make our own countries again. And that's happened over and over again for all of history. That's why there's so many countries now. Okay, we're thinking the UK or Sweden. We're thinking the UK or Sweden. Interesting thoughts. We have a very narrow street. It's a very narrow street. What do you think, maybe? What could this be? What could this mean? That we have such a small, narrow street. All these street lights. We have the stop sign. Look at that, a stop sign. That's written. A fin de zone. Stop. Fin de zone 30. Oh, ZZ Fenty says that's the United States of America. It's Kentucky. ZZ Fenty says this is Kentucky. It's Kentucky. It's right outside ZZ Fenty's house, actually. I think this one's your house, right? You live right there, right? Do you think you know what country it is now? Let me know if you can tell. Let me know if you can tell what country it is now. Let me know if there's anything on the screen that maybe gives you a little hint about where it is. Do you see anything? Do you see anything that might give you a hint about where it is? We have of course ZZ Fenty's house right there. And then maybe we have this billboard. Yes, it does say France. It says La France insoumise. Affichage la France insoumise. Affichage la France insoumise is what it says. France, Tucky. Yes, right here in France, sorry, it was Uzbekistan, actually. We got it. We got one of them. We got one of them correct. Cheers to all of you. I'm gonna have myself a shot of water. Of water. Okay. A little hair of the water that bit me. As I like to say. Discount pharmacy. Pharmacists who care. Assisted living. Home care medical products. Oxygen bottles and refills. Eating aids. Wheelchairs. Walking aids. Blood pressure monitors. Professional advice and assistance. How nice. Wonderful. Beautiful. Oh, look at this. This person. Look at that. The adult and baby wellness clinics. That lady, she's choosing health. She's clicking on a button that says health right now. And she's got a salad. Look at this lady's salad. It's delicious. It's so healthy. It's such a healthy salad that she has. Delicious. I love a good healthy salad. I love to eat a healthy salad. My house, my car, my cell phone. If you're worried about insurance, talk to us. My kids, my education, my future. Settle your debt and start to move forward with my money plan. Oh, maybe I should talk to them actually. That seems like a pretty good. Accounts, medical bills, credit cards. If you feel like you are drowning. I was meant to see this. This is for me. They're calling out. They're talking to me. Yes, this is definitely Kentucky. I believe this is definitely Kentucky. Let's go click on Kentucky. Let's click on Kentucky right there. Right here in Kentucky. Right here in Kentucky. Right by the Daniel Boone National Forest is where we are. Oh, it was South Africa. It was South Africa, actually. South Africa. A lot of people forget. They use English in South Africa. That's where Elon Musk is from, actually, I believe. I believe his parents are from there, or he's from there. I don't remember. Yes, a lot of colonization. Do you know what colonization is, children? Do you know what colonization is, children? See, that's when usually Britain or the United States would go over to a country and they would say, what if we killed all of you until you started to learn our language and acted like us? And then the people there said, I guess so. I guess we'll do that. I guess we have no choice. And then they said, what if we took all of your essential components, all of your trading goods, and what if we just took them and gave you nothing in return? And they said, I guess so. You did say you were going to kill us. Wow, look at that. Maliban biscuits. Shanika Traders. 27 Post Office Road. Haliela. So, where could that be? We have one guess for Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy. Jamaican me crazy with that guess. Maliban. This looks pretty good. Look, it's enriched with vitamins A, B, D, and E. All these vitamins enriched. It's won the Superior Taste Award. That seems pretty good. I think I'd like to have one. These look like a pretty good. It's probably healthy. It's probably a healthy cookie, actually. With all these signs on it. I'd believe this was a healthy cookie. Nethmi Cafe. Wow. It's delicious. That's wonderful. It's funny, this is a stylized language of some kind, but I don't know. I don't know which language this is actually. Nipolak. Ooh, for lasting protection from sun and gas. Now that's a product that can do everything you need. also have irritable bowel syndrome. Well, do I have the product for you? I wonder where this is. I wonder where this is. This could be in a lot of different places, I think. Our Pico mattress. Our Pico sprint time. Don't just sleep. Sleep well. Don't just sleep. Sleep well. Isn't it strange? Isn't it strange all around the world? You can go all around the world. And advertisements still have English on things. We're thinking India. We're thinking India, according to ZZ Venti. Siri Valley, Tailor's Shop. Spare parts dealer. Well, let's try that then. Let's try India. The India area. Look at that. We have lots of countries around here. We have India, Pakistan. Nope. Is that? Yeah, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan. Bhutan, did you know, has the world's shortest and hardest to land on airway. They have the hardest place to land a plane in the world. So that's a good place to go if you're looking to die. Oh, it was Sri Lanka. It was Sri Lanka, actually. Sri Lanka, it was very close, actually. It was very close because, as you can see, Sri Lanka is actually it's right here. There's India, and you just basically, you go right down here, and then you swim over here, and then you get onto, and then you're in Sri Lanka. That's how it works. Yes, you're right. That is the scary one on the cliff. It's a very scary one. I saw it on the Anthony Bourdain. He went there, and apparently they love penises. They love penis statues. They have lots of penis statues there. It's perfectly natural, children. It's perfect. It's a part of the anatomy. Okay, you're going to learn about this one way or the other, okay? You're going to learn about this one way or another. I promise you. I promise you. Where could this be? Where could this be? Where could this be? They have a holy penis god, it's true. It's very interesting if you've never heard about it. Check out, Anthony Bourdain's show. I think it was, what was it called? No Reservations, I think. And he had an episode on Bhutan. Check that one out. It's pretty funny. Tuck shop, come again. Let's see where we are. Johannesburg. Zeerust Pioneer. Johannesburg. Do you know where Johannesburg is? Johannesburg. Can you tell me where Johannesburg is? Do you know where Johannesburg is? Johannesburg. Let me see. Let's see where that is. Oh, is there one in Russia? I thought it was in, maybe I was thinking of Luxembourg, actually. You're right. Johannesburg is in Russia somewhere. Probably around here. Oh, really? Are there more? I didn't know there were more than one. The student has become the student teacher. Become the student teacher. Novosibirsk, Krasnoyarsk, Iskutsk, Ultan Para. Well, let's just say Russia. Oh, we're thinking Ukraine. Is that? Donetsk. Sevastopol, Georgia, Armenia. How's the show? Oh, I didn't know Georgia was here. I always thought that was in the United States. The more you know. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, China. Okay, China is, that's a different. Let's say Russia. Let's guess. Actually, it was Botswana. It was actually Botswana. It was actually Botswana. It was actually Botswana. It was actually Botswana. Which is in Africa. It was actually on the other side of the world. It was actually on the other side of the hemisphere. I think in some ways